Okay.
Why are you smiling so hard?
I don't know.
Okay. But I feel like I need to
Am I
be sitting over
supposed to be
here and you
looking
need
at
to be
this
over
camera?
here.
Yeah.
You can just look at the screen because, honey, we on the phone. And I am coming to you with another story time. This story time is going to be kind of like a part 2 to my last story time where I said I would come with my husband. So here we are. Now, keep in mind, I have on my scrubs and stuff because I'm going to work. And what is today?
And I have on my biggest shirt because I'm dropping her off at work.
Also, I will link a review to this hair that I have on right now. It will be down below in the description box because she slays, honey. She slays. All right, let's get into this story time, baby. Where should we begin?
I don't know. You tell me. Let's start where you ended.
Where did I end? Where did I end? Did you watch my story time?
Yeah.
All right. So I ended with him texting me, basically telling me that he was gonna be coming home off the road because he used to do hardware merchandising, and I was coming home from my dad's house because I went to go visit my dad, who stays like 2.5 hours away from where I was living at the time. I almost said where I was living at the time.
Oh, no. Shout out to where you were living at the time.
So he said he was coming back. I was super, super excited. You're going to have to give your own viewpoint from there. We'll meet up somewhere in between, but let me give you my viewpoint. So I had my son with me, and I had to take him to his dad's house, and then I was going to go from there back to the house that I was staying at, which at the time I was living with my aunt. So I remember like texting him and was like, I didn't want to go to the movies. I thought it was going to be too late or something like that.
It was late.
Yeah, I was like, it's going to be too late to go to the movies. So, you know, like, what are we going to do for a first date? And I don't even know how we came to the conclusion of going to a hotel. I'm sure I can guess how he came to the conclusion of going to a hotel. But, y'all, our first date was at a hotel. Is that even a date?
It was. It was an event.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I decided along with him. I can't just say he convinced me to go to a hotel because I agreed. I was like, yeah, that's cool. So I remember getting to my aunt's house. I had already dropped off my son. And I took my aunt to work that night. I don't know why. I don't know what was the issue with that. But I took my aunt to work. And she was kind of like, you know, it's late. Nobody's going to be at home. My cousin is gonna be at work because at the time he was working night shift. There's nobody to scare this dude, like, because remember in my last video I said that's the biggest thing when going on dates with people you meet online was you need somebody to scare them. You need somebody to show to send a tag to and all that. At this point in time there was gonna be nobody there. I was gonna be meeting this guy by myself with nobody. So I must have been drinking earlier. I don't know what I had been doing, but she told me that, and I was like, yeah, you're right. Because at the time, I was going to meet him. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to meet him. I didn't tell him this. I mean, not him. I didn't tell her this. I told him, well, you could be a serial killer. So instead of me meeting you, you could just come pick me up. I don't know why that was a good idea in my head, but in my head, instead of me meeting him without my cousin, I'll just get him to come to this apartment that I'm by myself at.
And pick you up.
And pick me up. This stranger that I knew nothing about. It's possible that he wasn't even the guy from the picture. I knew nothing about this guy. But to me, that was a good idea. I'm just going to get him to come to my house at like, what time was it? Like 11 or 12 o'clock?
It was late.
At like 11 to 12. Matter of fact, I know it was that late because my aunt worked 11 to 7.
It was that late.
So it was like past 11, like 11:30, 12 o'clock a.m. Nobody's at the house. I'm in an apartment complex where I know nobody in the apartment complex. And I'm going to get this strange man to come pick me up and take me to a hotel room.
So going in reverse. All right. I'm coming off the road. And, I know we supposed to meet. It's that time now. But it's getting later. Like, I think we kind of would have made plans to do something different had it not have been so late that we were getting in from the road, because I think I was coming from like Texas or something like that. It was somewhere far away, either or. But all right, so I get this message. I'm wondering like, what we can do? So it's like, cool, we can get this room and we can just chill, whatever. Of course, I'm a man. You already know what my mind is. Like, oh, we can get a room? All right, let's do this.
And we can drink.
And we can drink. We can get a room. And we can drink. Cool, I am all for this. So she's like, it's late. My auntie gone. Look, maybe we can do this another time, because basically, I don't want to drive and meet you. But you know what? You can meet me in the middle and you come pick me up. She was like, because my auntie told me that you could be like a serial killer or something. And I'm like, okay, your auntie told you I could be a serial killer, but it's a great idea for me to come and pick you up. So I'm like, cool. That's all I got to do? I'm on the way. So cool. I jump in, go and pick her up. We get something to drink. We go to the room. But we don't kill each other.
Wait.
We don't die.
So I remember when he texted me that he was there. I had picked up a beer or something on my way home from dropping off my aunt, and I was texting my cousin. I was like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. I really like this guy. I hope he looked like he seems to look on the internet or the pictures that he's sending me. Oh my God, I really like him. So I'm nervous. I'm drinking the beer, and I got like maybe halfway. I'm a drinker, honey. So if I only got halfway, it might have been maybe about 10 minutes. It might have only been 10 minutes. It might have only been 10 minutes of me getting back to the house. So I'm like rushing around. So I remember going outside, and he has this Dodge Durango. At the time, he had a silver Dodge Durango, and I had a silver Equinox. And he parked right by my Equinox. Like, of course, he doesn't know what I drive. I didn't know what he drove, but he told me, obviously. So anyway, when I got in the truck, I remember.
You're so good at detail.
I remember this because I remember saying to you when the first thing I got in the car was like, your truck is my car daddy or some shit like that. Because it was like two SUVs, but an Equinox is relatively small compared to a Durango. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, your truck is my truck. And I got in, and I was so nervous. I remember being super nervous. And I remember saying to him, I'm so nervous. And he said, me too. And I like that. I like that he said me too, because y'all know how dudes are. Dudes don't really admit to being nervous. They'll put on this facade that, they cooling or they chill. But I liked, even though he didn't look nervous, I like that he said me too. Like, that was hot. Anyway, baby, proceed.
Yeah. So we get to the room. You feel me? And we kicking in, we chilling. We couldn't really find the type of room that we had liked, but we had got a room nevertheless, and we had got like a room with a double bed. She had sat on one bed, I sat on the bed.
Was to get double bed?
I think that was the only room we could get.
Okay.
I think that was the last room that they had.
Gentlemanlike.
It was, to be honest, I think that was the last room they had. But like, she sat on one bed, I sat on one bed. We were drinking and we was watching TV and stuff. And like, we were just talking, getting to know each other.
We was sitting like.
Yeah, it was like, yeah.
Like this.
It was like, yeah, you
talking
was over there.
Drinking.
Yeah. Word. But like, yeah, we was getting to know each other. There was nothing crazy or, nothing out of the way. Little did I even know that she even had to go to work like the next day. So like, that was even crazier because I'm thinking, ooh, it's gonna be like a long night. I can shoot 1,000,000 shots. It's like, what? Nah, but it was real fun, man. Nothing sexual happened, nothing at all. I can honestly say I didn't scope. Anybody who think that, oh yeah, we got this room, she a hoe, she didn't gave it up on the first night. That's not what happened.
No, it did not.
We kicked it. We talked. We had already previously been talking. When me being on the road, we got to know each other a lot more. Not to say that we probably didn't have those type of intentions toward each other, but it was real cool, man.
It was a good first date because, you know, usually with first dates, either you're going out to eat or you're going to the movies. First of all, you can't talk period at the movies pretty much. You can, you know, do the little lay on him or he can put his arm around you, but you can't talk. And even if you go out to dinner, you can't really talk like you want to. Well, we were in a room, just us, drinking, and literally facing each other. We weren't sitting on the same bed. He was sitting on one bed, I was sitting on the other bed, and we were facing each other talking. And if you're a drinker, you know, the more you drink, the more you are honest, the more you kind of loosen up. All her inhibitions are out the window. So the fact that we were able to have our first date like that really, what is the word I'm looking for? You don't never know no words. I think it
monotony. That broke all monotony. Let's just say that.
But you gonna throw a word in a random word.
Why not?
It really made it where I don't want to say monotonized. It really made it where we could really get to know each other. I don't think, had our first date been any other first date, I don't think it would have been as authentic, as real as that first date. So although that wasn't the first date I may have dreamed of in my head while I was talking to him on POF or talking to him on the phone or whatever, that was the best first date. Probably the best first date I ever had.
I think it was mine too, to be honest with you. Now that I really think about it, you might be absolutely correct.
I am, honey, because I'm the first person you ever married.
You know what to say. Touche.
It was really good though. Yeah, and no, he did not score. It's reasoning behind why he did not score, but he didn't score. And I remember, because Reggie doesn't remember poop.
I'm happy I didn't score.
He didn't even remember what I wore.
It was a jumper. No, it was some shorts and a white shirt. The
only reason he knows that is because recently I said something. That's the only reason he knows that. But I do remember this. I remember two things I remember that really, really made me really like him. Like I was like really smitten. You know, that's my word. But the first thing I remember him telling me is he looked at me and he looked at me real serious, like. And as you can kind of see, Reggie's not super serious. He's not a super serious person. But he looked at me real serious and he was like, all the mother niggas you talking to, you can forget about. You mine now. And honey, honey, I was like, yes, I'm yours. What the niggas? And another thing I remember that was just really, really sweet and really, really, because I don't remember him saying a whole lot about how I look. Like, I think maybe he had said before that I was attractive or whatever, but how I looked wasn't really what he was looking for. He didn't care. It was more so about what was internal. So I remember the next day, I used to wear tree braids all the time, and if I can find any picture that kind of similar, like looks like the day that we met, I will insert it somewhere up in here. Yeah. Right up in there. Yeah. Cool. But I remember getting up the next day, putting on my shorts and putting on my shirt and brushing out my hair. And he was kind of sitting on the bed. I don't know what he was doing. I don't remember. But I remember him saying, you look so beautiful. And I had on no makeup. And I didn't have on, I had on the clothes from the day before. And I thought that was so sweet. Like, to me, that was the best compliment I had ever been given.
That's still when you're your most beautiful now.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, what do you mean?
Babe, you know, recently when I just did this this picture of me with no makeup and all that, and you were like,
yeah, you was most beautiful.
No, but anyway, y'all, that was our first date. It was good. It was really, really great, and it led to a beautiful, I can't say ending, but it was the beginning of something very beautiful. So, yeah, that's it.
Hey.
Oh, did I even introduce him? This is my husband.
This is her dropping stuff, introducing me. Yeah.
This is my husband, Reginald Brown, a.k.a. Nino Brown. If you follow us on Facebook or whatever, you know on Facebook he's Nino Brown. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. You know what I say, long as you watching, baby, I don't care. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I would like to hear about you guys' first date with your husband, your boyfriend, your fiance, your wife, whatever, your significant other. I would like to read all that down below. If you have something personal, my email is listed down below, so feel free to send any personal messages to my email. And if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe. Cool. And I will see you guys next video without hubby, because he's not into wigs. Yeah. So maybe you will see him again. Maybe we can convince him to do his own channel. He's a lot more fun than I am. So anyways, I will see you guys next video. Bye.
Deuces.